Welcome back to the allotment, and I thought today I'd show you some of the wildlife that I attract, or that is attracted to the allotment, because one of the pleasures for me, as well as growing the vegetables, is to attract wildlife as well, and to give it food and shelter. So let's have a look what we've got over here. So we've got some comfrey plants over here. These are very popular with bees, and I'll try and show. Here's one. There's a lovely bumblebee enjoying the flowers there. And if I move over to here, there's another one over there, and there's more over there. Lots and lots and lots of bees and insects and beetles. So really, really lovely plant to grow. Comfrey is for attracting bees, and also it's great for fertilizer. You chop the plant up when the flowers are finished, put it in some water, and it's great as a fertilizer as well, but primarily really lovely for bees. And another plant that bees love, and which is also great to grow, is broad beans. So this is a crimson flowered variety, so it's really pretty as well. You can see, gorgeous. And you can also see over there the bees pollinating my beans, so enjoying the flowers. And this has bees all over it all day long, every day. So a really, really attractive plant, and also really lovely for bees that as well, and the flowers are really beautifully fragrant. And then in amongst there as well, if I can zoom in, you can see maybe oops, no you can't, it got blown off by the wind. But also broad beans are great for attracting ladybirds to the garden, because the ladybirds will come here, and the larvae will feed on the black fly that lands on the broad beans. So it's really good for encouraging biodiversity generally as well. So a really lovely plant to grow, and the beans are delicious. So if you can, a wildlife pond is a must for attracting all sorts of creatures. So this one is about 4 foot by 2 foot, that's all, and it's full of, you can probably see at the moment, there's damselflies dancing around. There's some over there actually laying eggs, ovipositing. I've got some borage over here as well, which attracts all sorts of pollinators and bees. I've got like a wild area up here, so anything that comes out of the pond emerges can hide in there. And also there's just all sorts of habitat there for all sorts of creatures, which will add to the biodiversity of the plot in general. So if you can, I said this one's only 4 foot by 2 foot. It's maybe at the most 2 feet deep at the most in the middle, and yet it's absolutely full of wildlife, and you can hopefully see all the sort of damselflies dancing around. There'll be dragonflies arriving here quite soon too, to start laying their eggs, so really, really recommended. So when it's your plot or your garden, of course you can grow whatever you fancy. So I grow these verbascum plants, mulleins, which have lovely yellow flowers, but I grow them primarily to attract caterpillars of mullein moths, because they're stunning. So there's a few hiding there, but wait till I show you this beauty. If I can get a decent picture of it, there you go. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's the reason I grow this plant, to attract mullein moth caterpillars, which turn into beautiful moths as well. But they're just amazing, lovely to have here. And so this plant is now pretty much taken over by mullein moths, and I love it. This is, I've just realised I didn't pause at the last time, so I've been wandering around quietly. So there was a little break. Here's another plant. So you might have seen a second ago, I've got an area for this poached egg plant, and they're just about coming to the end. But this is another plant where the bees and insects love it. You don't have to do anything. It will seed itself and appear again next year. It's dead easy, really pretty. and great for wildlife. So you can see some of it's just going over there, but there's still plenty of flowers. So a really, really nice plant to grow as well for wildlife. Poached eggplant. And then this is the final one I wanted to show you. So this is an absolute beauty. This is Echium vulgaris, or Viper's bugloss is the common name. It's a native wild flower, and you can see just how much the bees love this. Absolutely love it. It's a biennial, so I sowed the seeds last year, and they're flowering now, and then hopefully they'll seed themselves and come up again, germinate again this year and then flower again next year. But a really lovely plant for bees, and a beautiful stunning plant as well. I mean, those blue leaves are gorgeous, and the bees, not all the flowers are open yet, and the bees are already loving it. So lovely, lovely. I'm thinking they're white-tailed bumblebees are one, but there's all sorts of other varieties as well. So a really, really lovely plant to grow, and it's just, I have to brush past this to get into the greenhouse every day, and that's lovely. I'm obviously very careful not to disturb bees, but beautiful. So apologies for the gap in the middle of my remarkable filming. Wildlife filming is not quite as easy as they make it look on the TV, I've discovered, but hopefully you got the gist of some of the really lovely plants and some of the joy you can get from growing the right sort of plants and not using chemicals and all that sort of stuff and attracting wildlife. It just makes the whole allotment experience even better. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.